My name is Emily Carter, and I am 27 years old. I live in a small town in the United States with my mom and my younger sister. My dad left when I was young, so I became the responsible one in the family. I work full-time at an office and pay most of the household bills: rent, groceries, electricity, and internet. My family depends on me, but they rarely appreciate it. My scooter is one of the most important things in my life. I bought it with my own money after years of saving. It helps me get to work every day. To me, it represents freedom, independence, and hard work. My younger sister Lily is very different from me. She is the favorite child. My mom always supports her dreams and protects her no matter what. One night during dinner, my mom looked at me seriously and said, "Emily, you need to sell your scooter." I was shocked. "Sell it? Why?" I asked. She replied, "Your sister needs money for college. You should help." I felt hurt and angry. "Mom, I need that scooter to go to work. I already pay most of the bills," I said. Her expression changed. She snapped, "Stop being selfish. Your sister's future matters more than your comfort." I looked at Lily, hoping she would say something, but she stayed quiet. She avoided my eyes. In that moment, I realized something painful. In their minds, I was not a daughter. I was their financial backup. That night, I sat in my room, staring at my scooter outside. I thought about all the sacrifices I had made, all the times I gave up my own dreams to support my family. And I asked myself, why am I always the one who has to give up everything? That question marked the beginning of a major change in my life. The next morning, the tension in the house felt heavy. My mom kept acting like nothing happened, but I could not forget her words. Later that day, she called me into the living room. She said, "Have you decided when you will sell the scooter?" My chest tightened. I answered calmly, "I'm not selling it. I need it for work. I already support this house." Her face hardened. "Then you are choosing your scooter over your family," she said coldly. That hurt more than I expected. I replied, "No, Mom, I'm choosing respect." She raised her voice. "If you won't help your sister, then you don't need to live here anymore." The words felt unreal. "You want me to leave?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "Pack your things." My younger sister, Lily, stood nearby. She watched quietly. She did not defend me. She did not stop our mom. That silence hurt the most. I went to my room and packed my clothes with shaking hands. My heart felt heavy, but something inside me also felt awake. When I walked out of the house, no one hugged me. No one apologized. No one stopped me. I rode my scooter away with tears in my eyes. That night, I slept at a cheap motel. I stared at the ceiling and thought about everything. Then I realized something shocking. I was the one paying for almost everything in that house: rent, food, electricity, internet, subscriptions, even some of Lily's expenses. They kicked out the person who was keeping their life stable. And in that moment, I made a quiet decision. If they don't want me, they don't get my money either. The next day, I canceled every payment connected to that house. No warning, no argument, just action. And I had no idea yet. What would happen next would shock all of us. A few days after I canceled the payments, my phone started blowing up. Missed calls, angry texts, voicemails filled with panic. At first, I ignored them. Then my mom finally called again. "Emily, what did you do?" she shouted. I stayed calm. "I stopped paying the bills. You told me I'm not part of the family anymore." She sounded shocked. "The rent is overdue. The fridge is empty. The power company sent a warning." For the first time in my life, they felt the pressure I had been carrying for years. My sister Lily texted me, "You're being cruel. Mom is stressed. Fix this." Cruel. After everything I gave them, That night, I sat on my scooter outside the motel thinking. I remembered working overtime, skipping vacations, putting their needs before my own. And yet, when I needed support, they chose to throw me out. A week later, I got a message from a neighbor. "Your family is fighting a lot. They might get evicted." Part of me felt guilty, but another part of me felt something new. Freedom. I was no longer being controlled, no longer being used, no longer being treated like a wallet. Then something unexpected happened. I found out through a mutual friend that Lily might not even need money for college. She had applied for a scholarship months ago. I started wondering, did they really need my scooter? Or did they just want to control me? And that question was about to reveal a truth that would change everything. I could not stop thinking about what I heard. Did Lily really need money for college? Or was there something she was hiding? I decided to find out the truth. I contacted an old friend of Lily's from school. At first, she hesitated. Then she told me something that made my stomach drop. "Lily already got a scholarship," she said. "She's known for months." I felt shocked, angry, betrayed. That night, I confronted Lily over the phone. "Did you get a scholarship?" I asked. There was a long pause. Then she whispered, "Yes." My hands started shaking. "So why did Mom demand I sell my scooter?" I asked. "Why did you let me get kicked out?" Her voice sounded guilty. "Mom said we still needed your money, and I didn't want to argue," she admitted. In that moment, I realized something painful. They did not just need help. They used me. They were willing to take my freedom, my transport, and my stability, even when they did not truly need it. I ended the call and stared at the dark motel wall. All those years I sacrificed, all those bills I paid, all those dreams I delayed. And they still wanted more. But this time, I promised myself, I will never let them control me again. And just when I thought I had discovered the biggest lie, I was about to uncover another secret that would hurt even more. After learning about Lily's scholarship, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about the past, about my dreams, about the things I never got to do. I decided to look through old family records and emails, bank statements, old messages, financial documents. Then I found something shocking. Years ago, there was a college savings fund in my name. It was meant for me. But the money was gone. I confronted my mom. "What happened to my college fund?" I asked. At first, she tried to avoid the question. Then she admitted it. "We needed the money for Lily," she said. "She had more potential." Her words felt like a knife. More potential? I realized my education, my dreams, and my future had been sacrificed so my sister could have more. All those years, I thought I failed because of money problems. But the truth was worse. They chose her over me. I hung up the phone with tears in my eyes, but also fire in my heart. That night, I made a new decision. I will build the life they never wanted me to have. I will stop apologizing. I will stop sacrificing. And I will stop letting guilt control me. The girl they underestimated was about to become the woman they could no longer control. And I knew one thing for sure. This was only the beginning. After everything I learned, I stopped feeling like a victim. I started feeling motivated. I knew I could not go back to my old life. I could not depend on people who never valued me. So I focused on myself. I kept my scooter, the same scooter they wanted me to sell. Instead of seeing it as a problem, I saw it as an opportunity. I signed up for delivery jobs after work, food delivery, package delivery, anything that helped me earn extra money. Some days were exhausting. I rode for hours. My legs ached. My mind felt tired. But for the first time, every dollar I earned was for my future. I started saving money. I rented a small studio apartment, tiny but peaceful. No yelling, no guilt, no pressure. At night, I took online courses to improve my skills: business, finance, career growth. Slowly, my confidence grew. Then something unexpected happened. My side income started getting bigger than my main job. I realized I was building something real, a life powered by my own effort, not family expectations. One evening, while sitting on my scooter and watching the city lights, I thought, they tried to take this from me, but this scooter helped save my future. And just when I started feeling stable, my family came back with a message that would change everything again. Months passed and my life kept improving. I had my own apartment, my own income, my own peace. Then one evening my phone rang. It was my mom. Her voice sounded different, softer, nervous. "Emily, we need to talk," she said. I hesitated, but I agreed. The next day, I met her and Lily at a small cafe. They looked tired, stressed, worried. My mom finally said, "We're behind on rent. We might lose the house." Lily added quietly, "We made mistakes. We shouldn't have treated you that way." I felt a mix of emotions: sadness, anger, and relief. For the first time, they needed me more than I needed them. My mom reached across the table. "Please come back home," she said. "Help us again." I took a deep breath. "I love you," I said calmly, "but I'm not coming back." They looked shocked. I continued, "I will not live in a place where I am controlled, used, or disrespected." Silence filled the space between us. Then I made a choice that surprised even me. I can help a little, but only on my terms. No more full control, no more guilt, no more sacrifice of my future. As I walked away from the cafe, I realized something powerful. The girl they once kicked out was now the woman setting the rules. And deep inside, I knew. The final chapter of this story would be the strongest one yet. A few days after the cafe meeting, my mom asked to see me again. This time, she wanted to talk at the old house. When I walked in, memories rushed back. Late nights working, unpaid thanks, quiet sacrifices. My mom and Lily sat across from me. My mom started crying. "I was wrong," she said. "I put too much pressure on you. I treated you unfairly." Lily looked down. "I was jealous," she admitted. "You were strong, independent, and I took advantage of you." Hearing the truth hurt, but it also gave me closure. I finally said the words I had kept inside for years. "You made me feel like I was only valuable for my money. You chose my sister over me. You took my education fund. You tried to take my scooter, my freedom." They listened in silence. Then I said calmly, "I forgive you, but I will never live under your control again." My mom nodded, tears falling. For the first time, I wasn't asking for approval. I was giving myself permission to move forward. As I walked out of the house, I felt lighter. The past no longer owned me. Today, I ride my scooter with pride. It reminds me that my strength saved me. Losing my home gave me freedom. Being betrayed gave me clarity. Standing up for myself gave me power. This is no longer the story of a girl who was used. This is the story of a woman who chose herself.